Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, tack for sist, välkommen tillbaka. Thank you for the last time, welcome back. If you speak Norwegian, that's what that was. I'm originally from Norway. By the way, if you dig the videos, I would love a thumbs up and a subscription, but hey, you do you, it's all good. So, my back's been out of commission for a couple weeks now, so I've been spending a lot of time watching YouTube videos, trying to just kind of figure out what it is I want to do. So I started this kind of YouTube journey, I think it's 3 summers ago now. And I hit it pretty hard for a while. And then I went almost 3 years without doing hardly any videos. I actually promoted some videos and I got quite a few subscribers that way. And I started realizing pretty quickly that paid subscriptions, where I'm basically, I don't know what you want to call it, bribing somebody to subscribe to my channel, doesn't work. I noticed pretty quickly that even though I had whatever 800, 900, 1,000 subscribers, I wasn't getting a ton of interaction. I was getting about the same number of views regardless of what I did. And so I stopped paying for them. I don't know, I'd say of the first 1,100 subscribers I got, probably 900 were paid, promoted, whatever you want to call it. For me, it ain't worth it. If somebody is clicking on there because my video was forced on them, I don't think it's good for me or them, because like I said, I wasn't getting any interaction. And so I went almost 3 years without doing much of anything. And I came back to it, I don't know, a month and a half ago. I guess it was about a month ago, I started doing videos more consistently again and trying to figure out what it is I want to do. And what it is I want to do, a lot of guys and women are on here teaching you how to do YouTube or how to figure out the algorithm or what you should put out there. How long should your videos be? How often should you put videos out? And I have seen the whole gamut. And what I decided is I'm just going to be me. I'm going to tell some stories. I'll give some advice for anybody that wants to hear it. I've been around for 62 years. I've lived life a little bit. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I went through a divorce 30 some years ago, got remarried almost 30 years ago, and second time's a charm for me. So, I've seen a bit of the world. I'm from Norway originally. We moved to Canada when I was a kid. I graduated high school in Canada. And now I've been in the States for the better part of 40 years. I moved back to Norway for a year and a half in 1983, which was cool. I got to relearn my language, re-meet all my relatives. I've got a ton of relatives over there. My mom has 10 brothers and sisters, and my dad has 4. And I've got, 40, 50 cousins. And so it was really cool to get back there. But like I was saying before, what I've decided to do is just be me. And the people that want to watch that, awesome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. And there are people, I'm probably not their cup of tea. Maybe you're looking for how to learn YouTube. I'm not really at the point where I can teach anybody, except that I can teach you some of the mistakes I've made myself. And one of those, like I said, was paying for subscriptions and views. In my opinion, it's a waste of money. That doesn't mean it won't work for you. I think it kind of probably depends on the niche you're in and what it is you're trying to accomplish. And if you're just, more about lifestyle and content, and I travel all over the country, so I try to do videos in different places, in different settings. A lot of my videos are just in my backyard, talking about just life in general, maybe telling a story, and kind of seeing where that leads. But I've decided to pick this up again and be more consistent with it. Maybe some days I'll do 3-4 videos in 3 or 4 days, and then maybe it'll be once or twice a week. But I'm going to try and do at least a video every week. And we'll see where that goes. I've noticed just in the last week, that there's been several subscribers that I didn't pay for. They watched, Hopefully they liked something about what I was saying, and decided, hey, I want to check this guy out. And that is what I would recommend. If you're decide you want to do YouTube, I have not made a penny on YouTube. If I do someday, fantastic. If I don't, that's okay too, because this is like a video diary for me, and it's kind of watching my life. And someday maybe my grandkids and my great-grandkids will watch these videos and say, okay. And the one thing that is true about me is what you see is what you get. I don't put on any airs. I don't try to pretend to be some genius at something I don't know. I love music. I love camping. I love family. I love friends. We have our ATVs and our trailer, and we go out into the wilderness and just enjoy nature. That is my gig. That is what I love. I love golfing with my boys. I love fishing. So I'm going to do a lot more of those kinds of videos once we get back into camping season again, and hopefully some of you'll dig that. So anyway, that's kind of what this channel is probably going to be. I can't say for sure, because I might morph into something different or discover something that you all want to hear. I'm open to suggestions. You know, I grew up in a little tiny town in Canada. My home, or my life, was the movie Stand By Me, if you've ever seen that, with River Phoenix and Corey Feldman and Will Wheaton. Great movie. That was my life, just wandering around the hills around my town. And the hills, we had no hills, but if you go down to the river valley, there were hills along both sides of the river, and so much fun. So I want to tell some of those stories. I want to tell some stuff about Norway, about Viking history. So if that's something you kind of dig, you know, come back, check out some more videos. I've got, I think, a couple of hundred videos on here now. Like I said, it's just been very sporadic, and I'm going to try and be more consistent with it. So if you're here this long, I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Vi snakkes igjen snart. Tack för denna gången. We'll talk again soon. Thank you for this time. I never know where to look. Do I look at that green dot? Do I look here? That doesn't look right. So I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Peace. Love.